Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner, coming to you from a secret underground base in occupied America. Hi folks, welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. Sorry I've been around a few days. I've got some health issues I'm dealing with, and it's extremely painful. Nothing terminal, but very difficult to go through, and I'm getting through it, and some days I'm just not up to it. So sorry for the absence of the videos, but let's get out of this one. Lebanon explosions. Hezbollah apparently targeted as pagers detonate, several dead, thousands hurt. Blasts across Beirut occurred as tensions between Lebanon and Israel at fever pitch. Now, he shows the map Israel there, Tel Aviv, the West Bank, Beirut, all that good stuff where Lebanon is. Now, I'm going to say up front, so those people that turn in this video that hate Israel's guts, that, on Curtis Goes Corner, John says it was a brilliant thing what the Israeli Secret Service did, or I should say, what's their name of their organization, that their intelligence service. They rigged it so a couple of thousand, I think it was, or more, pagers that the Hezbollah leaders, they rigged them so they blew up. Now, they won't use cell phones because they're afraid of being tracked. Am I going to say innocent people and children being killed or injured is a great thing and, hats off to the Israelis? No, but this is war. And unfortunately, bad things happen. Any of those that are critical, just think about the fact that President Obama, I should say former President Obama, sent a drone to kill a terrorist leader and also killed his son who was 14, and he was an American citizen. Now, those of you that said the immunity case in the Supreme Court gave Trump immunity, and that's wrong. Well, if they didn't do that, Obama would be up on charges of killing innocent people. All presidents would. And that's just, war is a horrible thing. It's a Robert E. Lee quote. I'm glad war is so terrible that we may grow too fond of it. Let's continue on. I want to make that clear right up front. So the morons that turned me in saying John Cordisco is saying it's okay to kill children, innocent people. It's not. But it's war. But it was brilliantly done as an intelligence service, Mossad, did to help undermine Hezbollah's high echelon people or leaders. At least 9 people were killed and thousands of others injured when handheld pagers exploded across Lebanon on Tuesday in apparent targeting of Hezbollah numbers, according to Hezbollah officials. Now, they must have did it close to simultaneously, because once a few go off, they're going to page everybody and say, hey, get rid of your pager. They're blowing up. So as far as an operation goes to go against your enemy's leaders, I don't know how they did it. I really don't. Honest and truly, it's something I've never even heard of. Lebanon's state-run national news agency initially reported that the handheld pagers system was detonated using advanced technology, and dozens of injuries were reported. Of course it's advanced technology. Or Mossad and the Israelis are clever enough maybe to go to the manufacturers. They found out who's making those pagers, how they got each individual one armed. It's quite a, we'll call it a spycraft feat. And this is war, remember. And unfortunately, innocent people die. Those injured when the pagers exploded included Iran's ambassador in Lebanon, Iranian state media reported. A security source in Lebanon told Reuters that the pagers were carried by a member of Hezbollah. Hezbollah officials, speaking to the outlet on condition of anonymity, described the incident as a detonation that was the biggest security breach during the nearly year-long war with Israel. Yeah, it's a huge security breach. How do the Israelis pull it off? Now, they blame the Israelis, and the Israelis haven't commented yet. But you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes, or maybe with the help of the Americans. Who knows? But it's a huge security breach is correct, and they got in. So this just confirms what everybody keeps saying. They're saying, well, Israel just wants to wipe them out. It's genocide. If they wanted to kill them all, the Israelis could have done it in 1 week. 1 week. Just wiped off the face of the earth, but didn't do that. They're giving people an opportunity to flee. It's Hamas that won't let innocent people leave. Let's just tell the truth here. It was immediately clear who was responsible for the attack. Well, Hezbollah blamed Israel. The Israeli government has not commented. They didn't say no either. I think it's a joint. This is my personal opinion only. It's a joint mission. We'll call it James Bond type stuff between the Israelis and some other ally. My guess is the United States or somebody in Europe. Who knows? Photos and videos from Beirut's southern suburbs circulated on social media and in the local media shows people lying on the pavement with wounds in their hands or near their pants pockets. Several hundred people were wounded, and all in different parts of Lebanon where the incident happened, Associated Press cited Hezbollah official is saying. Again, I think it's horrific that innocent people and children were hurt or killed. But this is war, and some terrible things happen. In a statement obtained by Reuters, Hezbollah confirmed that the blast killed at least 2 of its fighters and a girl. The girl is a 9-year-old daughter of a Hezbollah fighter who was inside her parents' home when the pagers exploded. Whoa, you know what? They're evil. I'll go back to my former President Obama, who killed a 14-year-old boy because he was sitting near his father, who Obama wanted to kill, who was also an American citizen, which ups the ante a lot. So, you know what? If you're going to be outraged, then don't be a hypocrite. Hezbollah members recently began using the pagers that exploded after the group's leader ordered them to stop using cell phones over concern the Israeli intelligence contracted devices. Yeah. Hezbollah is an Islamic terrorist organization that has long had the backing of Iran. Of course. Now, this is an incredible statement from somebody at the UN to say. UN Special Coordinator for Lebanon, Janine Hennis Blaschart, said Tuesday that she deplores the attack across Lebanon that left at least 9 dead, including children, and thousands injured. In accordance with international humanitarian law, she reminded all concerned actors that civilians are not targets and must be protected at all times. Even one civilian casualty is too many, a statement from her office read. Well, what was her statement? I didn't find it. When Hamas murdered all those people when they crossed over and attacked on October 7th. It's coming up. It's going to be a year here pretty soon. About innocent people being burned and sexual assaults by the hundreds. Killing family members in front of parents. And on and on and on. Even the Nazis would have saw that and went, oh, wait a minute. Whoa. That's way too much. Slow down. Yeah. It's amazing. Where was her statement done? I'll bet you money she got this. This is what came out of her office. Crickets. The special coordinator underlines the urgency of restoring calm and calls on all concerned actors to prioritize stability as paramount. Too much is at stake to do anything less. This war could end tomorrow if Hamas lays down their weapons and leaves. Israel will stop. It's really that simple. It's that simple. At the end of World War II, the Germans surrendered. They put down their weapons and the war was over. They didn't put down their weapons and the Allied forces, mostly the Americans, came through and killed them all. It was over. I can tell you the U.S. is not involved. The U.S. is not aware of this incident in advance, Miller told reporters, adding the U.S. is gathering information on the incident. Like I said, it's horrific and it's really bad, but frankly, as far as undercover James Bond Secret Service stuff in the middle of a war, this is truly astounding that they have the intelligence service, the Mossad. I don't know how they got the explosives in each pager. I don't know. But it's a Herculean undercover task. So maybe, just maybe, now some of these Hezbollah leaders, including some from Iran that are supporting them and paying for them, will think, wait a minute, I'm not safe. Anybody that's involved with them aren't safe. Hezbollah leaders aren't safe. None of us are safe. So I just say to hell with it and back off. But they won't do that. They won't do it because they're zealots. They hate Israel so much. They would rather have 10,000 people lose their lives than let one Israeli live in a war. It's just the way these people are. I'm not going to go into who's evil and who's not. Israeli's not perfect. But nobody's perfect in war. Nobody. But in all fairness, what happened after October 7th, I think the Israelis have held back against Hamas and going into Gaza. I think they've held back because they could have wiped that place out all the way to the dirt and the ground and leveled it in 1 week, maybe less, and they haven't. Hamas is using civilians as cover to hide weapons, to hide artillery, to hide missile launchers, the works. It's incredible. The PR they've done just in the United States, not even including Europe, about how all of a sudden Israel is the bad guy. Like I said, they're not perfect, but they don't deserve to be burned alive in some cases. They don't deserve to have sexual assaults by the thousands, all in a few hours on October 7th. Nobody deserves that. But I got to say, tip my hat off to Mossad. I'm sure they were involved. They got a lot of egg on their face for allowing that attack to happen and succeed in the brutality that it was. They completely failed the Israeli people, their intelligence services, completely failed them October 7th of last year. So maybe this is their way of trying to get back in good graces with the Israeli people. I really don't know. But like I said, it was brilliantly done, technology-wise, but unfortunately innocents got killed. And I'll say a prayer for them, and I'll say what Robert E. Lee said, and I'll leave the video with this. It is good that war is so terrible that maybe we might grow too fond of it. Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.